courtship, courting somebody in someone's family or something like that.
Hello. Welcome back.
Real estate.
Hey, Collective. Welcome back to my channel, guys.
Family or your family and them work together. Somebody get towards the energy I heard when I guess I should have just said it. Somebody could be an Aries, Taurus, Libra. They get it all in their chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Right? Or those three people are what? Somebody in your family was the third party? When they were incarcerated is what I'm hearing. But they kept it private. When this man was incarcerated, they desired some sort of friendship with somebody that they thought they could trust. Now they're restless. They're restless because when a thief took something from someone, or they're losing their money because now somebody is starting to think about something now. Maybe some information that they tried to hide. Like rehearsing something to the police. Something was rehearsed. Like this man thinking like this.
Good morning, everybody. Throughout the day, the devil might come and might try to convince you that you're not accomplishing anything in your life. But I always like to say, if you don't do anything throughout the day, the least you can do is make your bed up. Somebody says, what? Yeah, make your bed up. You know why? Because if the enemy shows up throughout the day and he tries to convince you that you haven't accomplished anything and use that to try to condemn you, you can always get back at it by just simply reminding yourself, I did accomplish something. I made my bed up this morning. And if that's all you're able to accomplish is just making your bed up, maybe that's a start. Good morning, everybody. Throughout the day,
Back again. Oh, shit. God has something especially for us. Yeah. Hey, Dre. God has something sleep for us.
All right now. What's up, world? How y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? This your boy, God, you know what I'm saying? And it seemed like my parents got mixed up with you grown-ups, you know what I'm saying? My parents got mixed up with you grown folks. So King James is the only version of the Bible that I can read, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm King James. You know how, you know, you can't doubt me. You know what I'm saying? Read about me. You know what I'm saying? If you want to know about James, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The golden spoons were 12 spoons full of incense, weighing 10 shekels apiece. After the shekels of the sanctuary, all the gold of the spoons was 120 shekels. And this is the number of them: 30 charges of gold, 1,000 charges of silver, 29 knives. And they cried aloud and cut themselves after the manner with knives and latchets, till blood gushed out of them. And they had a file for the mattocks, and for the cutlers, and for the forks, and for the axes, and sharpening the goads, the gods, the God of Adam gods, sharpening the God of Adam gods. And thou shalt make a plate of pure gold, and grave upon it, and the gravings of a signet, holiness to the Lord. And the sharp knives, and circumcised the children of Israel at the heel of the foreskins, for the safety and health and welfare, of course. And at that time, the Lord said, Joshua, which was God you was, make you a sharp knife, and circumcise again the children of Israel a second time. That's what I'm doing, Pop. That's what I'm doing now. But I'm doing it in the spirit. And they won't have jaundice and what's that neck one? You know what I'm saying? Colic. A collar around his neck. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened to my dog. I was working so much, I put a collar on his neck and just left and went out of town. I told my neighbor to feed it, but my neighbor, you know, evidently didn't go out there every day to mess with the dog, and the dog died, you know what I'm saying? But this is on the first day of the week, you know what I'm saying? On the first day of the week, let every one of you lay by him in store, as God has prospered him, that there be no gatherings when I come. And that means Palais Royal, Montgomery Wards, Sears and Roebuck, all the Foot Lockers, and all the men's shoe stores, you know what I'm saying? We don't really need church shoes no more, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't think we're going to go to church to preach and make money, you know what I'm saying? So, as God have prospered him, so there be no gatherings when I come. And I don't want to know how many needed to be at the funeral, because all of them should have cars now and trucks, You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we've been fighting about, cars and trucks. Now when Jesus risen early the first day of the week, he appeared first to Mary, Magdalene, like me going to work and seeing Louise on the pumps thing, and me learning how to pump from Lucille, not knowing that's my grandmother, Lucille. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that was Grandma Lucille, Uncle Leroy, in the world. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know that's the Lucille that Daddy was singing about when he was Little Richard. You know what I'm saying? That's who he was singing about, Lucille. You know what I'm saying? That was his wife, Lucille. You know what I'm saying? Lucille, but Lucille, because Lucifer is my ass. You know what I'm saying? So if my name Lucifer, then what you gonna do with me if I'm bow-legged? You gonna make everybody like me, right? You know what I'm saying? And very early in the morning, first day of the week, they came to the sepulchre of the rising of the sun. Then the same day at evening, being the first day of the week, when the doors were shut, where the disciples were assembled for fear of the Jews, Jesse Edmund Williams and Sons, came Jesus and stood in the midst. And Jesus is God's us now. GZUZ. God's us. Jesus. You know what I'm saying? And said to them, peace be to you. At the end of the Sabbath. Now Sabbath, say bathe on the seventh day. Bathe every 7 days. And use our deodorant that we made. You know what I'm saying? And you'll, be all right. You know what I'm saying? You'll be all right. In Psalms, you know what I'm saying? Psalms 1, that's where I found the problem. Blessed is the man who walk not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners. Now if I see a funeral, I know to get over on the right-hand side of the road, because there's a funeral coming by, and there's a mad person in that casket that's dead. You know what I'm saying? Either mad or not really mad now. You know what I'm saying? Know what they thinking. Do not walk in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners. And sinning is not what you do, it's what you say. You know what I'm saying? Conversation. You know what I'm saying? That rules the nation. Love, you know what I'm saying, is the key, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I say, sinning is not smoking, is not drinking, you know what I'm saying? Sinning is not having sex outside of your marriage, but sin is, messing over your wife, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's in your marriage, you know what I'm saying? You can't mess with none of your children or your sister and call her your wife and leave it like that and leave the world fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you should do that. You know what I'm saying? But his delight is the law of the Lord. His delight is the law of the Lord. Like police is his delight. He like police. You know what I'm saying? He like police. The law is his delight. You know what I'm saying? And his law, do he meditate day and night. Because if I'm going to have a boss, I'm going to make myself my boss God. And so I know if my boss God, I'm God. You know what I'm saying? Because my daddy God, I'm God. You know what I'm saying? When I'm the first daddy, Adam. You know what I'm saying? And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. And the ungodly are not so, but are like chaff that dries skin on your body, ashes, which the wind drives away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the day of judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. The sinners, I said, is what you say. You know what I'm saying? Not what you do. And you can sin by hearing too, and by being able to see. That's why God said, Jesus said, I would wish that you was blind, but you say you see. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I would wish you was blind, but you say you see. Just like saying you should be lukewarm, you know what I'm saying? If you lukewarm, I'm gonna spit you out my mouth. You gotta be either hot or cold, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather you be hot or cold, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it's hard when a child sit on a man's lap all his life, from Mama Lucy all the way to Adam. But Mama Lucy don't remember sitting on Jesus' lap because it didn't have Daniel's signature on it. And that's Daniel. And I ain't gonna tell you which Daniel, because all of us are knights. And you can say black knights, but we know better. We Indians. We know better. See, we Mexican. That's Hispanic. They're panic. They're panic. They're panic. They're panic. And our panic. Panic attacks. Because pay increase is just your paying crust. Your paying crust. Your paying crust. Yeah, you're paying Chris. You know what I'm saying? You're paying Chris. You know what I'm saying? Crisp, not Chris. I'm paying Chris. Yeah, Jerry, all right. That's what they'll tell me. Because I'm Jerry Kendall. And Jerry Kendall is Chris Kringle. That's how you get your French fries, ain't it? I can't make McDonald's Kringle fries. Then I go against my own self-wanter. And I can't get Jack in the Box Kringle fries because I already gave them seasoned curly fries. And Sonic, I gave them just nice, regular size fries because I was missing my Crystal Burgers. And now I'm going to get my Crystal Burgers. I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? So like I say, I got trucks on the road from all kinds of places. The only truck you not going to see is a covered in credit truck and a Conway truck. Because Conway and Rent-A-Center don't work that way no more. We don't give away loans. We give away titles and registrations. That's it. And a receipt to bring it back to me. Instead of putting it on the side of the road and trying to catch somebody else doing what you done already did. Or giving somebody clues to murders and making people want to murder somebody over a vehicle. Keep the big, nice station wagon I gave you. I see you got a Genesis now. And keep the Mustang GT. You know what I'm saying? And the rest of it, man, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can do on your own. You can make new cars, name them. You got permission from Adam now. Name the cars what you want to name the car. You know what I'm saying? But don't put Adam's name on nothing. To die or nothing, or think death or nothing. And if you're a little brother of Adam or a little cousin of Adam or something, just know him. Just remember you knew God. you know what I'm saying? You knew God. I ain't even got to tell you no more. You knew God, and everybody in the prison system will tell you who God is. If you watch Mama Dear, and then you know she got a new grandson, an old grandson, that came as her husband. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just sitting in the throne now, and she's sitting in the throne. And she's that Eiffel Tower lady. You know what I'm saying? The first present sent to you. Present sent to you is your president. And man is supposed to be your vice president. Her man, not second lady. Ha ha, shit. A second man. You know what I'm saying? No, man. First lady, first man. So you got the president of the United States in the world, Mama Dear, and you got the vice president of the world, Adam Jackson, her grandson, Uncle Peck, her husband. But when I heard my grandson went over there, I had to go back and get him, and it just so happened to be on family reunion. You know what I'm saying? Right after the family reunion. And then Kashimia had to move back home for Stephon. Then, you know, Big Willie had to stop driving, and anybody who was driving and acting like they Willie, I knew. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew Willie didn't know how to drive. Mike didn't know how to talk. So, you know what I'm saying? I knew it would be easy to find out who that boy was that was real good out there, and that was just old Dale. Old Dale, you know what I'm saying? That boy that started me in the beginning. Pooh, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to, you know, make him disappointed, Mama Dear. That's the finest grandson you got, you know what I'm saying? And CUNY Dale, that's the finest son-in-law you got. And Margie Fern is the finest daughter we have. You know what I'm saying? This whoever Fern daddy was, O.D. Clark. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. This CUNY Dale, this Stone Cold, and anything the Undertaker and Kane came to mess y'all up, tell them Junkyard Dog, say Brickhouse Brown, and Adam Jackson Sandman gonna fix it up. You know what I'm saying?